Welcome to Daggers and Drams, where stories are forged by imagination, fate is decided by the roll of the dice, and every adventure is better shared. We're a table of players and storytellers bringing bold characters, dangerous choices, and unforgettable moments to life. Here you'll find epic campaigns, unexpected twists, terrible puns, and the kind of chaos only tabletop games can create. So pour yourself a dram and settle in by the fire, and join us at the table. This is Daggers and Drams. Before we wrap up, a quick note about these first few episodes. Our first 3 releases are what we're calling our origin episodes. They're selected edits from our Zero sessions, short, one-shot introductions that give you a glimpse of each character before the larger story truly begins. Think of them as a chance to meet the party, get a feel for who they are, and see what they bring to the table before everything starts to unravel. We also want to be upfront with you. These episodes were recorded while we were still finding our footing. We're learning as we go, adjusting mic levels, background elements, and the many small details that come with recording a show like this. So if things sound a little rough around the edges at times, know that it's part of the journey. We're listening, improving, and committed to making each episode better than the last. As we grow as players, storytellers, and creators, thanks for sticking with us at the very beginning. We're excited to have you here, and we can't wait for you to see where this story goes along with us.
Max Stoneborn was born among the high crags, the Skull Peaks, where the storms never sleep. The Goliaths carved their worth into the mountain with blood and bone. Even as a child, he would freeze, eyes flickering like lightning behind the clouds, and mutter something moments before it happened. A shout, a fall, a laugh. They called it storm sight. Some whispered, gift. Others, curse. When Matt came of age, he left the peaks behind for the lowlands. The smoke, the noise, the ring fights. The city's underbelly offered something his clan never could. Coin, chaos, and the thrill of control. In the fighting pits, fists met flesh, and blood met mud. But Matt could see what was coming. Every jab, every hook, every feint. A second ahead, a heartbeat before. They called him the Prophet of Pain. He measured fortune in wagers, bruises, and whispers. But the more he saw, the more reckless he became. Soon, his gift wasn't just for fighting, for cheating time, and the wrong kind of people noticed. He grabbed known as the Iron Hand around the pits. They liked winners they could own, and losers they could bury. Mac was neither. When he foresaw the betrayal they had planned, his own blood staining the arena floor, he struck first. He rigged their bets, burned their coffers, and vanished into the gutters. For months he hid, surviving on scraps and stolen seconds. Each night new visions haunted him, blades in the darkness. Hands closing around his throat, faces he could not forget. He was seeing too far ahead and losing himself to it. Until one night he was found. Not by killers, but by scholars. Arcanists who studied the flow of time itself. They saw in Mac a rare anomaly, a mortal whose instincts had brushed the weave of probability without spell or study. They offered him refuge, purpose. He accepted. Rows of instruments tick and swirl, pendulums, spiraling mirrors that catch the slow drift of time. Max Stoneboard stands at the front desk, chalk between his fingers towering over the assembled apprentices. His voice is calm, measured, almost serene. A far cry from the brawler he once was. On the slope before him is a half-finished sigil for interpreting temporal probability. As he inhales to continue, something shifts. A ripple in the air, a tug behind the eyes. A vision sharp as a blade. Rain, running, a face with a gold tooth. An arc of lightning, his own body on wet stone. The chalk slips from his hand. Before anyone can speak, Mac looks towards the open doors and sees the man standing there. The golden grin. His past had found him. So you know that who these guys represent and the amount of money that you essentially burned for them, essentially took their business to the ground. You know that them being here is not by coincidence, that they were sent, and you know what they get sent for. So you start to get flashes again in your mind, not of the past, but of the future. You see yourself dodging attacks and then not dodging, so every possible outcome. You see a future where you win, and then multitudes more that have you collapse like broken glass.
I think knowing kind of what I've done with this guild and knowing the 4 people that are here, I know that probably, I'm smart enough to realise that nothing that I've said to these people will convince them not to do what they're about to do. So I'm going to have a quick glance around the courtyard, make sure that the kind of coast is as clear as it can be. And I think I'm just in desperation, not wanting to get back to being surrounded. I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Jagged shadows against a cold morning sky. Frost clings to the stones, melting in thin silver trails. Every breath you take echoes inside the mass fused to your face. The exhale comes half a heartbeat after the inhale, as if the mask breathes on its own. Your pack is painfully light. No gears, no tools, no inventions. Just a rope, a lantern, a flask, and your own body you've honed into a blunt weapon. A thin crack in the cliffside marks your destination. The entrance to the first cave, the mythical birthplace of your people, is whispered to you your entire life, tugging at your mind like a hook under the skin. You climb towards it. How do you prepare yourself in the final approach? Do you push your body? Do you speak the mask? You study old notes, or perhaps something else?
So, as I'm approaching the cave, I'm muttering under my breath the entire time. Almost like this, reconfirmation that I was right. I was correct the entire time. I knew I was right. I knew I was correct. This was where I was told them it would be, and I knew it was here the whole time. So I'm just talking to myself as I'm approaching, and as like a mantra.
As your hands grip the stone, another texture overlays it. Smooth metal humming under tension. A resonance drill. Your greatest invention, your greatest mistake. The hum grows louder, too loud. The numbers slip, and someone screams your name. You shove the memory down. The cave entrance squeezes you in, scraping metal against stone. Then the world opens. A vast chamber of towering stone pillars covered in spiraling glyphs and beautiful gems that glow a soft, pulsing amber, green, almost purplish hue light, reflecting patterns you swear you've seen in dreams. A spiral glyph high atop one of the pillars beckons you. Its vibration, almost familiar. You can either make an investigation check, an arcana check, or an athletics check. It's your choice.
Give me an investigation check.
As you move closer to investigate this glyph, climbing atop one pillar and then the other,
Although this is a big thunderous sound and it can be heard up to 100 feet away, so
Okay.
lots of thunder. Yeah.
Good. So roll damage for those two?
So it's 5 total for those that failed.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the ones who, then the other two that succeeded don't take any damage.
Okay.
I'm sure we're getting the Jesus out of your shields as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Because they would have heard this. While you sneak it out. Just like,
class dismissed.
I was just gonna say.
It's alright, it's raining outside, so it's probably they'll probably just think it's in thunder, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now I need you to roll initiative, please.
Oh, goody. But,
So just to remind you who these people are.
Yeah.
So you have Korga,
yep.
the Hammer,
Mm-hmm.
is a half-orc
Yep.
brawler. And very much looks the part. He carries a very heavy maul on the back of his armor, which is just kind of a hide leather. Liss, or the Needle, is a human duelist. You know that she specializes in poisons and speed. She wields 2 twin stilettos, which she has out at the ready. Ghost Fist is another human monk-like enforcer. He's standing at the ready, but in kind of a cocky, casual way. You feel he's always ready. So even though he's not kind of tensing, you get the sensation that, he's not having a lapse in concentration, that he is fully intent on you as well. And then Myra is a tiefling pyromantic bruiser who wields a long whip, which seems to kind of emanate with fire and embers. And she's just kind of dancing around a little bit, just kind of carefree, chaotic element to their little group. There's a brief tremor as bits of this cave and structure begin to fall around you, and you take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Take 4 points of damage. But you understand in those moments, these glyphs were shaped by sound, not tool. Do you proceed?
Oh, I proceed.
So now you can either roll the Arcana or the Athletics.
I'm going to go with the Arcana. 15.
Is a success. You read the spiral pattern. It predicts a vertical shaft deeper inside. You are close. Closer than you've ever been.
There's the second where I'm looking at this possibility laying in front of me, and I begin to, for some reason, back out before staying myself and moving forward.
Initially, as your hand nears the glyph, the humming shifts pitch, perfectly matching the resonance that preceded the explosion. White pressure, a burst of sound you felt inside your bones. Shouts cut off mid-syllable. You force the memory to break apart. The glyph continues blinking, calmly, as you continue. Roll an athletics check for me.
A -1 on it. 1.
Another tremor emerges, more debris falling, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Perfect pass. It's weird. This is left. This is random laugh. Okay.
There are things around you in the cave that you're trying to resist pulling you away or pulling your attention. A tunnel, an alcove, a relic, or carving. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom's. What is it over there? Here's. Right. Wisdom's the. So my wisdom's 12 plus 1. 16.
Okay. So you succeed at pulling away from these distractions, but it physically hurts you to do so.
Yep.
So you'll take 5 points of psychic damage.
I knew that was coming.
The tunnels tighten and expand in pulses, and eventually you reach it. A perfectly smooth shaft dropping straight into infinite darkness. Glyphs spiral down its curved walls, telling a story that you can almost understand. Where the air falls, the light hesitates. Where the light hesitates, your fear gathers. Narrow ledge circles.
Cool. I think if it's me to go, I think I'd probably cast Mage Armor on myself. So just this kind of bluish hue kind of comes over and kind of coats my body and things. Kind of shimmering this magical energy.
Good.
So I'll do that to start. Cool. That's, I guess, action-wise, and then I guess what I'm going to try and do is get away from some of these guys at the back and kind of make a dash, try and, not dash, but kind of move a little bit to try and put myself a little bit further away so hopefully they can't reach me, so just kind of try and move my full movement through. I think I get 35. Are these just 5?
Yeah. You would take.
Yeah, I mean that's
So even then, you're going to get
yeah,
opportunity from either one of those two.
yeah,
But
yeah. I think I'll take the risk and go this way by less. I think that wasn't
okay.
it? So just try and get away as fast as I can.
Okay. So on that movement, Liz is going to attempt to keep you within their immediate range, and she is going to take her attack of opportunity. As a 23 hit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah. So she kind of does just like a leg sweep, basically.
Yeah.
And you take 6 points of damage.
Cool.
And holds you in position here, and you are now prone. Good.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy.
Yeah.
You got soft. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
So that brings up Myra's turn. And she's just going to flank, and as she's kind of walking around the group, she puts up kind of a circular barrier of flame, which she seems to do from her own innate ability. So now there's a wall of flame around the group as well. Okay. So next up is Ghost Fist, and is actually going to move forward and help you up if you will take the assistance.
Yeah, do you know what? It's probably one of those things like, yeah, I think I'm on my ground in this ring of fire. I'm going to have to get up. We'll see.
Yeah. So he kind of helps you up to your feet.
Yeah, and then
Brushes you off of the shoulder, and then nonchalantly walks away from you, turning his back to you.
yeah,
So you would have an opportunity of attack if you choose.
it seems so disrespectful seeing as he just hit me up. But I think knowing that I'm in this ring of fire, yeah, I'm just going to take a punch and just swing for him.
Okay.
We'll fight dirty. Fight dirty. So that is just an unarmed. 13.
As you go to make that attack, Even though he's not looking at you, his entire torso just kind of glances to one side, and he still doesn't look at you. He just continues walking forward. Lewis is going to use one of her abilities, which is Toxic Flourish. So she begins to kind of spin and dance and twirl around, almost like a capoeira type movement, but she's still got those two twin daggers out, and you notice from them there's almost like an oily sheen dripping from them, and she's going to make an attack again on you, which is a 13 to hit.
So no, with my mage armor up, that kind of just as absorbed, the attack just gets absorbed by the kind of magical.
All right, so just barely misses with both daggers. Almost, you're not even sure if she was trying. Like maybe just trying to keep you in the center of that circle. A little tease there.
I'm glad you're having fun.
And then it is Korga's turn. So he's going to move in to you. He's actually going to put the heavy maul on his back. So he had it out kind of to show it to you, but he's going to put it on his back again. And he's going to lock both of his hands in front of him as he steps forward, almost as if he's praying. And then at the last moment, raises them above his head and goes in to strike you with both fists together. So it's 16 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this two-handed overhand slam, similar to the shockwave that you released, this thunderous kind of release as he brings both fists down pretty much on your forehead. And so the initial 12 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a strength save here as well.
5.
So you're also not prone making. It is your turn.
Okay. Okay. Matt just reels for a moment after, just being pummeled to the ground. I'm going to stand up.
Okay, so that uses your movement.
Yeah. Just kind of, wipe a bit of blood from the side of my mouth and take a deep breath, and I'm going to step towards Korga and just throat punch. Just, a little bit of desperation behind it, but just try to, haymaker. That is an 8.
That is going to miss.
Yeah, for sure.
Lovely.
It's gonna be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Backup character.
Backup character. Backup character. He's up front.
So the others, again, they're all kind of circling you, walking around. And it's hard to keep your focus after taking that strong a hit. And then, so what's actually going to happen now, because all of their turns flow one right after the other, as they're walking around you in a circle, they're each going to take their opportunity.
Yeah.
And so the first on that list is Myra. And Myra is going to, taking a shot with her whip, is going to reach out. Again, just lashing the ground, almost teasing you at this point, like a child throwing fireworks at someone's feet, teasing another child or a small animal or something that is trapped and not wanting to be there. And she knows it, and she's taking way too much pleasure in that fact. Next on the list is going to be Ghost Fist again. This monk-like calmness walks up. Again, as if he was maybe going to have just a polite conversation with you. But this time he very quickly moves into his fighting stance and delivers several strikes to you in success order. So that's going to be, that will hit. That's just 22 to hit, and so he's going to deliver a crushing palm. Wait, he has to hit you twice to do that, so we'll see. He hits you the second time as well with 24. And so the damage on just those.
Yep.
How many hit points you had now?
I'm at 18 just now.
Okay, so that's for 11 points of damage.
Sweet.
And you need to make a constitutional saving throw.
Constitution. 7.
Yeah. So you are currently stunned until the end of your next turn.
So sorry.
Okay. Liz, will be going next.
It was definitely a diddy party.
Yeah.
Just totally brought the baby on.
So Liz comes in again with her twin stilettos. 16 hits. 19 hits. And so that is going to be 10.
That'll do it.
Slashing damage. So that takes you to 0.
It was really nice playing.
So as she comes in, she kind of takes 2 slashes across your chest with these daggers, and you, having followed the circle around, you know who's coming next, and you know that it is Korga who is coming in for the final blow. And as you're kind of readying yourself against Korga, you feel your body begin to slow, and your movement seems sluggish, and your vision becomes blurred before you, and the edges of the world begin kind of clouding in around you, and you just hear Korga's massive footsteps as it begins to approach, and then you feel your own knees hit the flooded stone. No impact from Korga, although you are looking at his feet essentially standing right in front of you, blood mixing with rainwater spiraling into the culvert. All 4 of these individuals now closed in, and even though you can't see them, you can feel their presence around you. Your eyes begin to whiten, not with fear, but with clarity. The mouth. You anchor your rope. As you tie the knot, your hands remember suspended prototypes hanging from ropes just like this. A device slipping from its harness. Your shout, high-pitched whine, climbing too fast. A sudden silence louder than any explosion. The memory stops before the screams. The knot pulls tight, strong, dependable. I need you to roll Constitution save. You're looking down at your hands. Until relatively recently, these were delicate hands. These were hands of someone who was learned in making precise adjustments. And they were tools in their own right. And while they still hold that quality for you, the tools are different now. Your hands are calloused and hardened, stepping from everything that you've ever known in recent history, which surprisingly to yourself more than anyone has been the thing which actually brought you closest to achieving your goal. And so you are reinforced in that thinking. How do you defend? Do you check every knot again? Do you study the shaft walls or touch one of the glowing glyphs?
I think that the glyphs are definitely calling, and that curiosity that kept standing out before and kept him from going down those nooks and crannies is beginning to give away a bit. And he's now looking at that glyph going, I'm going to touch that thing. I need to know what that is. That curiosity is overtaking him.
Faint whispers in an ancient gnomish dialect brush your mind. You should make a wisdom save.
13.
is exactly what you needed. Leading almost too far. You get that rush, that sensation of looking over a impetuous edge, and that brief urge just to give into it and just fall. But your instinct and your body corrects itself. In that moment, you brush the glyph with your hand and regain your balance on the cliff's edge. Glyph activates, and a series of other glyphs follow and spiral, enlightening your way further. And where unseen before this moment, you can now see the faintest of an edge moving from where you are down into the next phase. Halfway down, your lantern light grazes a symbol different from all the others. A perfect spiral ending in a tiny chisel point. The first mark. The origin symbol. You see every future all at once. Every strike, every scream, every moment of your life folding together in a single perfect point. You think back to the sigil that you were writing before they arrived. You raise your hand, and that same sigil begins to burn into existence just in front of your own face. Jagged and unstable, uncompleted. The spell no sane necromancer would cast. The spell made for one purpose: to choose the moment of your own death. The air trembles, raindrops hang frozen, lightning stops mid-flash. The iron hand freeze in place. The flames which surround you freeze, locked in a web of suspended seconds. Eyes widen, bodies half turned in violence. As you exhale and release everything.
6 feet deep.
Sound like shattered glass tears the sky and light erupts. The world folds inwards. And you collapse, Max Stoneborn, into the stillness between the seconds. And that is where we'll leave you for now. Proof of everything you had chased. Your heart seizes, your mask warms as you lean in. Again, memories creeping back in. You see flashes of twisted metal, embers in the air, a wall of dust swallowing faces, your own hands reaching for a lever, snapping in two. You hear nothing, only silence where voices should be. You reach towards the glyph. Need you to roll a dexterity save. 15. 4. You lose your grip, and then suddenly regain it, drawing in a deep breath of relaxation, having caught yourself. And then suddenly, with a sickening twang, grip snaps. You fall and fall and fall. The shaft spins in a blur of green spirals. Your screams echo upward, mismatched and distorted, as if the cavern cannot decide what version of it is real. For an instant, far below, you think you see it. A vast chamber, illuminated by something ancient, sacred. The first cave, just one breath out of reach. The ground rises. Quickly, everything ends. Your neck breaks. Instantly, darkness wraps around you like a burial shroud. But then, a thin thread of green gold light unfurls beneath you. It pulls you upward. Not gently, not kindly, with purpose. Stone becomes air. Air becomes warm light around you, city, towering, unfamiliar, shimmering with unnatural green fire. Brass mask tightens. It releases, warming again, as if acknowledging your arrival. Your curiosity is unfinished. Your fury is reborn, and your story begins again. But that is where to leave your story for this evening.
Yeah, damn it. Well, I've got my notes. Fine. God damn it.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Daggers and Drams. Thank you for spending your time with us, whether you're listening on your commute, painting minis, or rolling dice at your very own table. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, or following the podcast wherever you listen. We'd also like to give special thanks to everyone who helps to make this show possible. Your support means more than you know. If you want to keep up with us between episodes, you can find Daggers and Drams on YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms. As always, thanks for being a part of this journey with us. Until next time, pour yourself a dram, roll your dice, keep on telling great stories.
6 feet deep. Undercover, underground.